Are you pumped to hear some fun commuter stories? Well, you should be, because this girl's been a commuter and has got some. So it's been a while since I did like a blog heart-to-heart thing, and I'm doing one today because I have a day off. My crew is 3 people, and in the schedule it's allotted for 4 days. So I'm shooting my thing tomorrow, and then the rest of my crew, the one person's doing on Sunday, one person's doing Monday. So today, day off. I haven't just been like chilling though. Like I happily got to sleep in, but then I was, you know, like setting up for tomorrow, making sure that's all kind of planned out. I'm just trying to like rest and regroup because the next couple of days are gonna be insane, and the whole month has already been like totally crazy. I thought I'd make this video about some fun commuter stories because I've been commuting the past month. I have my phone here because I'm recording my voice on this, as well as the camera, because we're having some construction in the backyard right now, and if I'm just talking like anywhere else, you would just hear except like more guttural and stuff. So let's get to it. Okay, so I take sadly, I'm taking the 7:22 train into the city, and I technically actually go to Hoboken, and then I take the PATH train. Except on the weekends when the PATH's not running, then I go to Penn, excuse me, then I go to Penn and take the subway. One second. Okay, just had to adjust something. So class for me starts at 9 a.m. and by taking the 7:22 and then the PATH, I generally get to the New York Film Academy anytime between like 8:20 and 8:30, which may be like, oh, why don't I take a later train? But the next train would be the 7:49, and that would get me anywhere between 9 and 9:10. And that's too late, really, you know, because you gotta be there, find the class, and like be situated before class starts. So I can't take the late train. Going home though is where I generally have the fun commuting stories because it's just so much more exciting in the evening. Class ends generally at 6:30. Some days there's an earlier train. I mean, an earlier class, and then I get an earlier train. But they generally end at 6:30. There's a train at 7:03 that I made a couple times, and I'm kind of getting into that later. But generally I take the 7:44. Very sad. That was the first fun story. I'm going to preface this by saying I had no like fun commuter stories the first week, because the first week I had was July 2nd through the... Oh, I just keep yawning, my goodness. The first week I had was the 2nd, like that week. So a lot of people were already away for the 4th of July, or like didn't come in or leave early. So my first super exciting story, so I really wanted to make the 7:03 train. I was so tired. I didn't want to wait until 7:44. I really feel like I should just take a nap because, but I want to make this video, so it's going to be a weird one, but we're just going to keep plowing through. So basically, I'm going to set the scene for you. Class ends at 6:34 because it was a little late. But I was like, takes me, I mean, in an ideal world, it takes only half an hour to get to Hoboken. But I was like, ugh, I really want to make it. So I didn't just like do my general walk pace, fast pace through like the city, because I just walk quickly. I went like gung ho. I was walking really fast. Probably too fast because my legs kind of got all tight, but then I was, you know, I was in it already. I wasn't gonna suddenly slow down now that I'd already made my legs seize up or whatever. So I'm booking it basically. I was lucky I didn't have my iPad or my laptop with me. I wasn't carrying really anything else heavy. So I was just going, and I made it to the World Trade Center at 6:43, which is insane. It took me 9 minutes to get there because I was going real hard. Then I got to the PATH train because I kind of walk there at 6:46. Let me check. I have my little notes here. And I was like, also, it was just a weird moment because I was waiting for the train, then I heard a train behind me, and it was on a track that's not usually on. So that was fun. Luckily, good thing I like bothered to turn around and notice that, because otherwise I would have been waiting there for a really long time, which would have sucked. Then I would have needed to take the 744. But anyway, I magically turned my head, realized that's the Hoboken train instead of that Hoboken train, and I go, "Poo!" The train stopped twice, like in the tunnel, in the darkness, but not for very long. So we still arrived at Hoboken at 6:48. 6:48, well, I can't think, 6:58. The train leaves in 5 minutes. So, and it's track 17, by the way. It is not just like, oh, track 4 or track 12 even. It is track 17, the way at the other end of the thing. So I like get out the stairs and I decide to run. No shame. Like, I was like, I can fast walk. And then I decided, no, I'm running. I got some looks, but there's always like 1 or 2 bums running with me the other day. But I ran and it was so worth it in that moment when I got to the train. I can like running up to the conductor. I'm like, is this the train to South Orange? Because I know it was the train to South Orange, but I like to check and confirm these things on the board, but I had no time. It was like, yeah, so great. But then when I was sitting on the train, I just felt really awkward and uncomfortable. Like my legs are really stiff, and it took me like 2 or 3 days for them to feel better. So in the long run, maybe not worth it. But as you can see, I'm really tired, so it did get me home sooner so I could sleep sooner, but that was like over a week ago and I'm not caught up on sleep at all. Let's see, what's another story? Oh yes, this I think was actually the next day. And I actually had to take a later train that day because class was starting at 9:45. It was like a special class. So I took the 8:18 train, which was beautiful. Got to sleep later. I got to like feel better. I got to eat like a real breakfast in the morning. I don't usually eat a real breakfast in the morning. And then I actually saw one of my friends from high school on the train. So that was really fun. So we were just talking on the train. I don't usually have a train buddy. I usually just read a book or look out the window and daydream, which is also fun. Like honestly, it's really good time to have for myself because the rest of my day is just one thing after another and lots of people and lots of pressure. So it's really actually quite calming to sit on the train alone and just think. But then at leaving, I wasn't going to try to get the 7:03 train because my legs were still stiff. But then I thought I was just going to make it because class ended early for once. Like class I think ended around 6:20. We just ended early. So I walked at my normal pace, which is quick but not deadly. And I made it to the World Trade Center maybe 6:35-ish or something, you know, a more reasonable time because I wasn't really going that crazy. I get to the PATH area and I'm waiting for the train. The PATH train arrived at a pretty reasonable time also, like maybe 6:40. But then it didn't leave. It did not leave until 6:51. The other day I had made the PATH train, I got there later and made an earlier train. It just didn't leave. And then it stopped twice in the tunnel, and not for just like a moment stop, like a minute. So we get to the station at 7:05. Like, man, I missed the train. So I don't run, whatever, I just walk. And then as like the last little like stab, as I'm walking, I was just gonna go sit outside. Well, it's like, cause it's all up, but like sit by the water versus like in the waiting area. I see the train like round the around the back corner, and maybe I wouldn't have made it anyways. You know, you don't really know. But I was like, man, did it leave late? Oh, this isn't really like a fun story, but it was an exciting moment. So it was also that same week, later in the week of July, when I first like recognized the conductor. You know, it's like a good sign, or not, maybe it's a bad sign, but it was really exciting for me because always when I go on the train, I'm like, oh, that person, blah, 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 whatever. But like, I was like, oh, that's my morning person, and there's the person, the lady who's always on the evening train. I don't know their names or anything. Like, my dad is definitely like knows the name of his conductors, but he's been commuting for like 2 decades. I've been commuting for 3 weeks. But it was just really exciting when I kind of recognized them, and you know, they kind of recognized me. Like, we don't know each other per se, but like we go on the train and they run the trains. So it's just like, yeah, Alright, so those are all the stories I have, like, explicitly. So I guess it was really just that one big fun story, then the other one. But I just really wanted an excuse to make a video. So I'm just going to quickly show off my fun commuting accessories. This is the, oh, there's actually a story with one of these. This is the fun one. This is like the thing I need. So this is my little like navigation pack, but it's just like a card holder. So I have my train pass, my metro ticket, and I had my path card, but one of my friends, my backpack was on the ground because we were shooting, and she walked into it or on it, and it somehow she stepped on the exact moment where like place where my path card was. So we can replace it, so like I won't lose the rides on it, or my dad will lose the rides on it because it's his path card that he's letting me use, but like I can't use it now. So I had to put a lot of money on my Metro card. But you know, gotta get in and out. I still feel really cool when I have my monthly pass. I definitely get some major cred from the conductors and the random other passerby because they're like, oh, she has one of those cards, you know, versus like a normal ticket. And then this is also my dad's, but I have been living off of the train thing. I feel really fun when I open it up, and then I always, you know, open it up on the wrong side. It's like this, and then if I want to be really gung-ho, I can open this way, and then I look, you know, professional. I was really relying on this earlier to make sure I was getting on the right train, all that stuff. This is my fancy commuter backpack. It's actually just my new backpack, but it's the same backpack as my dad. Isn't that adorable? I have an umbrella on the side, has lots of pockets. I feel pretty cool when I walk around with it. Like, look at me. Hope there's some kind of good content in this video because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Or no idea what I've been talking about. I'm just like so out of brain. I have all this focus on my big shoot tomorrow and all the past videos. Hope you guys have been enjoying them. And I hope you guys enjoy my last project, which will go up probably next week because we're shooting this weekend, editing, and the final screening is next Friday. That's also the graduation date, so hopefully I'll graduate. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and enjoyed hearing about my not that really many commuting stories, and you know. Also, please subscribe if you want to see more of me and my interesting adventures and projects.